I was quite looking forward to seeing the launch of this car. Obviously, Marussia and its Virgin Racing predecessor have always gone their own kind of path in design terms. Now, typically, all of their cars have run a relatively low nose and a relatively low front chassis. Obviously, they're now developing the car in a wind tunnel as well as CFD, rather than the pure CFD only approach. And they're using some of McLaren's resources like car simulator and other equipment back at the factory to do this. But the car, as you can tell, it's on a complete tangent to every other car that's been released this year. The front of the chassis is low, the nose is very low, and it has a distinct chin step underneath the nose, which follows on with some of the thinking that they were doing late last year when they produced their new aero package at Silverstone. Potentially, this gives them less aerodynamic benefit, but what they were finding is that this low nose approach and this step underneath the chin of the nose was giving them good results in the wind tunnel, so they followed that direction. Now, this may actually pay dividends for them. Next year, there's new aero rules, and the front of the chassis has to be lower, which is exactly the position Marussia have it in at the moment. They have to run a much lower nose, and albeit their current nose isn't quite low enough to meet the 2014 rules, they are actually going to be, a step ahead of the opposition, having run this kind of shape of car for an extra year. So there may be some method in what appears to be their madness.
Scarbs, as ever, great to talk to you. Thanks for your insight. There'll be lots more happening as the Jerez tests progress, as the Williams appears, and indeed as we go down to Barcelona before the first Grand Prix in Melbourne. And we'll be talking about all that as it unfolds. But for now, Scarbs, thanks for joining us.